evening, and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for November 23rd through December 5th. This is what the patterns forecast will look like during much of this period. We have a low or an upper low here near the Aleutians, and a ridge with above normal heights over the western U.S. with a trough in the east. Now, some of the models are indicating a different term, like the GFS at the beginning of the period. Has a broad trough covering much of the nation with the ridge further to the west. But most of the other models, like this is the GEFS, the European deterministics, and this is the European ensembles and the Canadian ensembles, are all showing a ridge to the west or into the west coast with a trough in the east. A deepening storm is forecast to track through the Great Lakes by the end of the weekend and leave a strong cyclonic flow in its wake, resulting in windy conditions over much of the east central U.S. The storm will also separate a wide range of temperatures, with temperatures averaging 10 to 20 degrees below normal across the northern U.S. and temperatures of 10 to 25 degrees above normal in the warm sector. We're going to look now at the period for November 26th to the 30th. Here we are at the 26th, and we're still showing a ridge here along the west coast. We have our low here near the Aleutians and a trough in the east. Most of the models are indicating, but there are a few exceptions where the GEFS, the European, let me see, this one, the European brings an upper low here into the western U.S. This is the only model that's showing this, when we have a ridge across the west central U.S. and our trough in the east. It's fairly deep here across the eastern U.S. The European ensembles has a broad trough across much of the nation with with a ridge here and a ridge over the western U.S. And somehow this some of the models also bring the ridge into the East Coast. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and here. Next is the period for December 1st to the 5th. Here we are at the 1st, and the GFS continues the trend of bringing a low into the western U.S. with the ridge building to the east across the west central U.S., and we have our trough here along the east coast. Now, another thing that GFS does is sort of lifts the trough out to the east and replace it with an area of above normal heights. As you can see right here, and we have this trough here, but the other models like this is the European ensembles has a broad trough across much of the nation with a flat flow across the U.S. And back here we have a deep positive height anomalies near the Aleutians. The Canadian ensembles follow suit. This is the Canadian ensembles, and it has a trough here with the ridge here and here. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, and for here, and for precipitation, I'm forecasting below normal precipitation for the Rockies and the Plains. So that is long range weather forecast discussion for November 23rd through December 5th. Thank you for coming, Jim, on this World of Weather, and have a good day.